Go.
Good.
Pirate Bright. Captain Fierce. Captain Lavender. And what's your name? Captain Blue Turtle.
Blue turtle. What's your name? Isabella, what's your name?
Princess Pirate. Princess Pirate. Hi, Captain Rosie.
Captain Rosie.
And what's your name? Captain Hard. Captain Blood.
Oh.
Oh. Will,
WD.
come up and tell us what your pirate name is. WTP
WTP.
for short.
For walk the plank.
Oh, he can say it. He's okay. Will, can you say your pirate name?
WTP. This is the blood.
Can you say the long way?
Step in it.
Okay. Okay. Ellis, what's your pirate name?
Pirate and kite.
Are you feeling shy? Captain, what kind of hair do you have? Straight or curly? Captain Curly Hair.
Captain
Okay.
Curly Hair.
All right.
Curly hair.
Okay, hey, will somebody by the door turn on the lights for us there, please? Thank you. So, all right. So, why don't we have the golden crossbones get on one side and the sea monsters get on the other?
Sea
Good
monsters.
job, good job. And it really doesn't matter which team. Okay. Oh, wow, very uneven. Okay. All right. So, do you remember the name of your pirate ship that you're going to share eventually? So, well, we'll get to that part later. All right. Somewhere on the ocean, across the United States of America, where they had their last adventure, there were two fierce teams of pirates. Let me hear your R's. Remember, nobody sits on the bench. Up, bottoms off the bench. Good. Standing up and guarding your treasure. Okay, good job, guys. All right. Now, they always were doing lots and lots of fighting and very careful with their swords, but they did some sword fighting, these two teams, the golden crossbones and the sea monsters. You can get out your swords and do some sword fighting. Make sure to keep the table between you. Make sure to keep the table between you. Good job. Okay, and Captain Lavender was fighting, trying to fight Captain Blood. She better get her sword out in time to fight. Don't hold the blade, Captain Blood. Okay, good. All right, there we go. Good. And then they stepped back and walked the plank. Captain Lavender handed her sword to Pirate Bright, and Pirate Bright fenced a little bit with Walk the Plank. Walk the plank, come down, stage, come down. Once you've fenced, good, come down toward the edge of your boat. Good job, guys. Look at who you're fencing. Don't look at me. Okay, good job.
Come on.
And step back and then walk the plank, handed his sword to Captain Rosie behind him. And Captain Blue Turtle, you already got to fence, and Captain Blue Turtle got to fence Captain Rosie. And scoot back once you've fenced so everybody can see. Scoot back, Captain Lavender. Scoot back, Pirate Bright. Good. Who else? Anybody else want to fence?
I'm the watcher.
You're the watcher? Okay. All right. So one day when Captain Fierce and Captain Hard were fighting especially terribly and making lots of noises, and everybody on the ship was fighting and fighting. Oh, but Captain Fierce couldn't go onto their ship. She had to stay on her ship between the table between them. Okay, good, good, good.
No.
There's lots of pirate noises. Remember your pirates. Oh, and cheering for their team. Cheering, saying, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. When all of a sudden they stopped, and Captain Hard told Captain Fierce something.
I am a good pirate.
I am a good pirate. And Captain Fierce wasn't sure if she believed him. What did you say, Captain Fierce?
Shall we keep fighting? No.
And that's how she knew that he was a good pirate.
And we can marry each other.
That's a new part. We had not thought of that before. So there were proposals of marriage, and also it's very this predates Shakespeare. And so Captain Fierce offered them some of their most special treasures: rubies and sapphires
And gold.
and gold. And Pirate Bright got the goblin, the ruby goblin, back on the bench. Somebody got the get the ruby cup and hand that to your new friends over there. Good job, guys.
I just handed it to him.
Good. Captain Rosie handed them their most special prized possession, the golden cobra. And the golden cobra was set down right in front of the mast. So they decided to join forces. Just so it can lay down. It can lay down on the ground. There we go. Perfect. How about laying down with the black part underneath? Okay, that's perfect. All right. So they decided to set sail together. And they named their ship the Furious Blood. And they had lots and lots of things they needed to do before they got ready to go on their next adventure. So the first thing they did was load
the food.
Good. And what were some of the things they were going to take?
Second-hand bananas.
That's good. And what else?
Cheese and crack.
That's right.
And a table.
And a table, yes. Good. And what else, Captain Lavender?
And they packed their skeletons and their cats.
Yes. And what else?
Dogs and cannons.
Dogs and cannons, that's right. And then would they load it up?
They loaded up their treasure.
Good. And they needed their...
Swords.
That's right. And what else? To find
Maps.
their maps. Good. And so when they got ready to go, Captain Blood, she looked around the ship to make sure that everybody was all ready, and they all waved and said, yes, we're ready. Are we ready, guys?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, so
Yeah. Hoist the sail.
Good job. All right. And then Captain Cloak came down and said, come right down here and say it. Good. Pull, say your line.
Pull the anchor.
Okay, all right, good. You pull, that's okay. All right. Okay, we can pull the anchor and it can be the sail. All right, good. And that will have to be the sail again. Good. And
Arg.
good. Get your whole team. Get everybody together, nice and rowdy. Good job. All right, somebody had to get up to the ship wheel right away. So first was Captain Cloak, and she very carefully...
That's not Captain Cloak.
Oh, that's fine. Captain whoever. Fierce. Good. She looked straight ahead to make sure she didn't crash into any rocks or anything, and it got very, very tippy. And then Captain Lavender took the helm, and she steered very carefully and very quickly. And next, Captain Curlyhair took the wheel. Stay back on the ship. Good. And Pirate Bright took the wheel, and she was a very good steerer. Oh, very carefully watching. And next was Captain Blue Turtle. She went right up and took the wheel. Good. Steering very carefully. And next was Captain Blood. Whoa, one-handed she steered. And next was Captain Rosie. Steered very carefully. And Captain Hard took his turn. And last but not least, Pirate Princess. And she steered very carefully. And she said, everyone get out your maps and look where we're going.
And look, where are we going?
And everybody got out their maps.
This is not really good.
Captain Walk the Plank decided that he needed to run up and take his turn at the wheel. He got his...
This is not the right map.
You're okay. Oh, it's okay. You can borrow somebody else's map because they're all good ones. Look at your own map. You're good. You look at the map that you made.
Where is it?
That's okay. Maybe that's the one that you have. Walk the plank. Take your turn at the wheel. You can do it. Good.
Where is it? I have my map.
And Walk the Plank saw that they were coming up to the river of blood, and he yelled, "Oh no!" Can you yell?
And look. Yellow.
Can you? They all saw the river of blood up ahead, and they all yelled, "Oh no!"
Oh no!
And they realized that that was something they had remembered, that maybe there was treasure there. And suddenly they remembered that they each had the golden crossbones and the sea monsters. For a long time, they had each had a half of a very special pirate map. And they remembered where they hid it, and they went to see if by any chance they met up by the wheel, and they discovered that their maps went together. And they were so excited. And suddenly their voices came.